Yeah, good evening. You're listening to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Everton? Pickford, Godfrey, Keane, Tarkovsky, McElhenney, Onana, Gay, Decore, Awobi, Kevin Lewin, McNeil, Mopai, Ghana, Sims, Sean Dyche, can you hear me? Woodison Park, Tony Bellew, Wayne Rooney, Judy Dench, Jamie Carragher, Amanda Holden, Paul McCartney, Andy Gray, Michael B. Johnson, can you hear me, Jordan? Zenkas, Werther's Originals, Toffee Crisp, Eclairs, Toffee coins out of a tin of Quality Street. He almost took one. Hello, big day.
Surely you've had enough of that. How are we?
How am I? Not good, not great, mate.
Why?
Not great.
What's the matter?
Just watching like Bournemouth playing, I'm like,
good they are.
Southampton.
I mean, you're not safe yet, really, are you?
That's why I'm looking at Bournemouth. And like, Everton lost points. Southampton lost points.
I mean, you're still in it.
So it looks like Everton are down. Southampton look like they've gone. Right? You should just have a Chelsea perspective right now.
You're 10 points from safety, mate. I think you're just about safe. I think you're just about stay up. Just. I mean, you know, you're not going to have them long trips to Rotherham and
Hold on. Let me look at that now. Leicester.
Yeah, you're
10
good.
points.
You're fine.
The game in hand. That game in hand makes no difference. We could have 15 games in hand. Wouldn't make any difference, mate. We're not getting the point.
So
we're
lucky.
We're going to end the season on 39 points. Can Chelsea get caught? That's the question. Can Chelsea get caught? Right now, it's been a decent night for Chelsea. Southampton lost, Everton lost.
Yeah.
I mean, the only downside is Bournemouth won, but Bournemouth will overtake us. Bournemouth will finish above Chelsea.
If Bournemouth finish above Chelsea, you should fold as a football club.
No,
you should fold as a football club.
No, they will.
If Bournemouth finish above you in the Premier League in any season, you should just stop being Chelsea.
I'll tell you who's going to finish above us. Palace, Wolves, Bournemouth, maybe West Ham.
Jeez.
If we can, I'll take 15th now.
You'll take 15th.
Take it now.
Wow.
Take it now. Take it now.
I mean, look, tonight's not the night to be talking about your mob because they're
but I'm saying it impacts. So
it's a shocking night for Everton Football Club, though. I know Everton fans are not going to be happy because that was a bit of a shambolic performance, really. Started the game well. You know, the atmosphere was there, the fans outside the ground, in the stadium, the fans were brilliant. As soon as that goal went in, Everton had just got nothing to offer.
Okay, so first off, we're talking about Everton. Say again, Newcastle United proving what a dangerous team they are. They are an awesome team, well put together, brilliant coach, brilliant manager. They are a side now that are there. And, you know, it wasn't that long ago, myself included, thinking, you know, are they going to be able to sustain this? Because it's a long season, mate.
Yeah.
And they'll find out in the Champions League next season how long it is. But my word, they're still there. They're there on merit. They're looking up now. They're looking up, thinking, how high can we go? Well, you're not going to catch Man City. Can they catch Arsenal? Probably not. But that's where they should be. What are you looking at that for?
I mean, come on, let's not talk about them catching Arsenal.
Well, all right. Well, it depends.
Let's talk about Everton. Because Sean Dyche, really and truthfully, he's come in at Everton, and we all thought he was going to get them to safety. We all thought they was going to really pick up results.
Me too.
And they haven't.
No, they haven't.
I mean, they're second from bottom. They've got 28 points.
I'm not sure they've improved at all under Sean Dyche. I know Frank has taken a bit of stick when he was at Everton, and you could argue fair or unfair at Chelsea right now. He's having a tough time. But Sean Dyche has just not had the managerial bounce you thought. And myself included. Experienced man. Knows the bottom of the table. Knows how to get teams out. I know Burnley went down last season, but, you know, you can argue, was it him or not? Was it Michael Jackson? But either way, he is in there now, and he's got to take some responsibility. That is a terrible result, terrible performance, and it doesn't get any better for them, mate. Their goal difference is minus 25. And when you're down there looking at points around you, Leicester above them, same games, minus 13. It's almost it is a point. Forest, who picked up maximum points last night. West Ham seem to be out finding a way. Bournemouth, can we mention Bournemouth and Gary O'Neill, please?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Again,
Bournemouth fans get
some
involved.
Of these teams
they're
at
safe.
the bottom.
They're safe.
And Sean Dyche is seeing managers around him. like Gary O'Neill, doing what he's doing.
His form's amazing.
His form is astonishing stuff.
Yeah.
Astonishing stuff. Sean Dyche now, they are in massive trouble, mate. They are. We could be seeing one of the oldest, biggest clubs in this country, and we've seen it with Leeds. We've seen it with Villa. It's not like it doesn't happen. Wolves is another one of those you can argue, but one of the original members of the Premier League.
Yeah.
Taken out of the division. Remarkable.
It is. Let's go to Mark, who's an Everton fan. All right, Mark.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yeah, Mark. Shambolic tonight, really.
I just want to ask your opinion on Dyche's tactics. I mean, the game was in the balance there at 1-0. I mean, to be fair, Newcastle had nothing in the first half, and they're quite fortunate to go in the break. And we were unlucky that Calvert-Lewin goal was ruled offside.
Yep.
But come out the second half, we still had hope. We still had a belief. And the game, you could see the game switching. He brings on Mo. I mean, what does Mopay even offer? What is Dyche even watching the same game as us fans? He brings nothing to us at all, and he just consistently brings on Mopay, and we don't get it. The whole of the bloody Gladys Street, the fan base in the Gladys Street, they're just in disbelief when they see Mopay coming off the bench.
Well, okay, but what has he got? But look, Mark, look, I know Mopay's not going to be the answer, and he left Brighton, and a lot of people scratched their heads when he joined Everton. But where does he go? He's taking off an attacking midfield and bringing on a front man because he's desperate. It's not like he can lean on Duncan Ferguson or Lukaku or players of that.
You got other players on the bench that'll give you that attacking threat. James Garner. I mean, he's always looked. Whenever he's played, he's always looked to offer something different. You got Damari Gray, and I know his form's dropped the last few weeks, but and again, you look at right back position. You got a right back on the bench, Nathan Patterson, who was quite. Yeah. Before his injury, he was absolutely just smashing it. And I know, obviously, he's come back from an injury. There's a bit of confidence there. There's a bit of match sharpness and all that palaver. But Godfrey's tried at right back twice. It hasn't worked. McElhenney, I mean, we haven't got a solution for left back, so we have to stick with what we've got. But it's just some of the tactics, and not only that, the timings of them as well. Why wait so late?
Yeah, he's clutching at straws, though, isn't he? And he's probably looking at the bench thinking, what can I do to change the game? The game got away with you in the end, though, Mark, didn't it? Really, when you look at it, Newcastle were ruthless. Yeah, they put you to bed.
That's the word.
The word. I left at the third goal. I just knew we weren't coming back from that.
Do you know what?
Drive for me, mate, and you know what I mean? For me to sit there for another 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever it was, I thought, you know what, I'm halfway home.
Mark, so here's the thing I'm going to ask you now, and every Everton fan listening to this. You played against a side tonight, Newcastle United, that actually in the last 18 months have been taken over and gone on a journey. Everton Football Club, what Newcastle have done, there is no reason at all where Everton Football Club could not have taken the same journey. They've not gone out and spent any more money than most teams. In fact, I think their budget has been brilliantly spent, and it's not a lot of money. Everton have wasted money left, right and centre. It goes to show what good recruitment, spending money wisely and get the right manager does, because Everton right now could be in the same position when Newcastle 3 years ago. There's no reason why that shouldn't be happening. And now it looks like Everton are going to get relegated and Newcastle got Champions League football. For Everton fans, that's a travesty.
You can't argue with that, can you? I mean, Eddie Howe, he was linked to Everton. Apparently he's an Everton supporter. He was an Everton fan. He was linked to Everton, and I think a lot of the fans were kind of like against the idea of taking Eddie Howe. But look at what he's done. What we'd give to have someone like Howe right now. Listen, don't get me wrong. I mean, Dyche. I think most of the fan base when we got Sean Dyche, we were all hopeful, and that is the problem. We've got so much hope and they give us so much hope, and then they just switch off, and it just all disappears.
Yeah.
It just all goes.
But Mark, who's to blame though? Because it's easy to point a finger at Sean Dyche because he's the manager now, but these problems were there before he come in at the football club. You know, Lampard's come in, he was poor this season with performances, but even before Lampard, the recruitment, the players. I mean, there's only really one person to blame here, and that's the owner.
Yeah, well, and the Tories, mate. Well, don't get me started on that one, but that's a different subject. Yeah, the owner. It's got, you know, he's sanctioned all that spending, hasn't he? He's made the decisions on the managers. You know, he's got to take accountability. And another shambles, you know, is the Everton board. I mean, you know, that fallout from, I can't even remember what bloody game it was, but, you know, the whole club is in disarray, and it really does look like we are facing relegation. You can't give up just yet, because mathematically, you know, we're still in it.
Yeah.
When you look at our running, it's a tough running. It's a really tough running.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, Mark, I really appreciate your call.
I think they could be down, mate.
I think they're gone.
I think they could be down. I'm not seeing anything tonight.
Look, the only thing that they've got is the fans. You know, watching them tonight, the fans are there and behind them. And look, you're playing against Newcastle, who are an absolute force. But the games that they've got coming up, can they get something from it?
Isn't it amazing? A club the size of Everton, what they've done over the last 40, 50 years, and what they've won, and yet Newcastle have actually done nothing other than get the Champions League. Yet look where they are. The fortunes of both of those teams is quite remarkable.
They're down, mate. They're down.
I think they are, mate.
They've got to play Leicester on Monday, which is a huge game.
Straight in the back of us, we're taking calls on the back of that.
That is a massive game.
Mate.
They've still got to play Brighton away. They've got to play Man City at home. And then they've got to play Wolves away and then Bournemouth at home.
There's games there where you think...
I mean, Wolves and Bournemouth, you go... Could you nick something?
No, they might.
6 points, is that enough?
But you wouldn't put any money on them picking up many points there, would you?
No.
It's the games with the teams in the round, they've got to take points, mate. Newcastle tonight, they're a monster.
They're a monster.
They're a monster right now.
Yeah.
And the scoreline actually reflected where the teams are, who they are, and how well they're playing. The scoreline was fair.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.